what do you take justice to be?
In the fall of 2008, doctoral student Michael Burrows set out to do community service by introducing the concept of philosophy to students in inner city schools.
So the first thought that I had was doing discussion groups with middle schoolers or high schoolers. I didn't really have an age range in mind.
We're talking about retributive.
The idea is to take philosophy outside of the academy and kind of introduce it to the community, especially to schools that oftentimes don't get exposed to it.
What I wanted to pick up on...
What does it take to practice philosophy? Do students in high school, middle school,
Was that sharing?
No.
or even preschool have what it takes to engage in philosophical discourse? The Department of Philosophy at the University of Memphis says that they do.
You know, Aristotle said philosophy begins with wonder, and there's nobody that wonders more than children.
And all the air would come.
Children seem to me to be natural philosophers. They seem to ask the kind of questions about their everyday experiences that philosophers have asked through the centuries. So they want to know the origins of things. They want to know what's good, what's true, what's right.
Why is it that I have to give up that personal freedom?
From there, this service project, now known as the Philosophical Horizons program, expanded to include more graduate students going to more schools and working with students ranging from high school to the preschoolers at the Barbara K. Lipman Early Childhood School and Research Institute on the U of M campus.
Meanwhile, the poor wumps remained underground, wandering aimlessly through the caverns.
So we're not really drawing a distinction. We obviously plan our discussions maybe differently, but we're not drawing sharp lines about who can and who can't, or who should and who shouldn't do philosophy.
And I think you made another good point, which is that
The program benefits young students by helping them engage in critical thinking and critical evaluation of their beliefs, and also by showing them new ways to approach problems and working with others respectfully to solve them.
They're going for it, is what I like to say. They're not holding back, and they're really not pulling their punches when they're discussing. They're respectful of one another while all this is happening.
I just love how we interacted with each other, because most days we didn't never get along, but when we got to that class, we was all like, we just teamwork. It's like we was on each other's side.
When you feel pressure, you just...
The Philosophical Horizons program is still relatively young and has some room to grow.
We're going to do a workshop for local teachers, so that it's not just, you know, maybe us coming into schools, you know, and having our graduate students do this work, which we can only do so much, but actually have teachers become trained so they can implement philosophy and philosophical discussion into a lesson in, you know, anything ranging from biology to literature.
My hope is that our results will be significant enough that teachers and administrators and those educating teachers will want to pick up the curriculum for philosophy for children.
Until I get the basic definition of justice.
Philosophical Horizons does more than just help students get ready for college and improve their capacity for expressing themselves. It helps young students develop a rational way of understanding their lives and the world around them. For the University of Memphis, I'm Simon Wright, senior, philosophy major.